Welcome to Maximum Zen Yoga. Today we'll begin our practice in a comfortable seated position. Wherever you find yourself, I invite you to close your eyes. Start to bring your awareness to your breath. Take a full deep breath in, filling up the lungs, and a full exhale, letting it all go. Blink your eyes open. Make your way to the top of your mat, coming to stand in mountain pose. Roll the shoulders up, down, and back. Bring your palms to face forward. Breathing full deep breaths. Feeling the strength in your mountain pose. Standing nice and tall. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale to halfway lift. And exhale to fold. Bend the knees, inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, bring hands down to your hips. Squeeze your elbows and your shoulder blades together as you lift your heart, reaching up, lean back, and then come back to center and fold forward. Plant the hands and step the right foot back. Drop your right knee to the mat and inhale, float your arms to the sky. Take a full deep breath here, feeling the movement of the air. As you exhale, plant your hands to the mat. Drop your right heel to the floor. And then straighten out your left leg and walk your hands to center. Come into a wide-legged forward fold. Drop the crown of the head towards the floor. If you can't reach your hands to the floor, you can always walk your hands down your legs. Just stopping whenever you feel a stretch down the backs of the legs. Maybe even taking an inhale to lengthen the spine. And then exhale as you fold forward. Reach the tailbone towards the sky. On your next inhale, float the arms up. Rotate your left toes forward and come into Warrior Two. Bring the gaze over the left fingertips. Keep squeezing the shoulder blades together. We'll reverse our warrior. Reach your right arm towards the sky. Float through Warrior Two and come into extended side angle. With your left hand, sweep your arm back, down, and towards the sky. Now sweep it forward, down, and towards the sky. And come back to your Warrior Two. Windmill the hands over the front foot, step back into high plank. Drop the knees and lower down. Take an inhale as you lift your heart into Baby Cobra. And exhale, move through tabletop into downward facing dog. Look forward and step to the top of the mat. Inhale into halfway lift. Exhale to fold forward. Bend the knees and inhale, float the arms all the way up. Exhale, bring your hands to your hips. Roll the shoulders up, down, and back as you reach your heart towards the sky. Lean back and fold forward. Plant the hands, step the left foot back, drop your knee to the floor, and float the arms to the sky. Feel a stretch in the hip flexor. Release your hands to the mat. And we'll lift up the left knee and drop your left heel to the floor. Start to walk your hands to center, coming into a wide-legged forward fold. So making sure here to release any tension in the neck, maybe shaking your head yes or no. And also, if you feel any tension or tightness in the low back, take a bend in your knees or come out of this pose just a little bit. Bend the knees, inhale, float the arms up, rotate your right toes forward and come into warrior two. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and coming back to the breath. Let's reverse our warrior, reach your right arm towards the sky. You can tuck your left hand behind your back if that's comfortable. Come through warrior two into extended side angle. Sweep your left hand down towards the floor and up towards the sky. And then reverse your circle, bringing your hands down towards the floor and up towards the sky. Come into your warrior two. Windmill the hands over the front foot and step back into high plank. Drop the knees and lower down. Inhale into baby cobra and exhale, push through tabletop into downward facing dog. Look forward, step to the top of the mat. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Step your feet wide. Bring your toes so they're facing outwards and squat down. Bring your triceps onto your inner portion of your knees or your thighs. Start to allow the hips to open. Bring your left hand to the mat. Reach your right arm up towards the sky as you twist over to the right. And planting the right hand, twisting up and over to the left. Bring your gaze to the sky if it's okay on the back of the neck. Release your left hand. Plant your hands and you can hop or step back into high plank. Drop the knees and lower down. Inhale to baby cobra and exhale into downward facing dog. Reach your left toes to the sky, bend your left knee, and start to stack your left hip on top of your right hip. Come back to center. Keep your left foot lifted as you come into high plank. Bring your knee in towards your nose and then extend. Knee in towards your nose. And keep squeezing your knee. Use your core to lift your knee as high as you can. Bring your left ankle on top of your right thigh. And start to walk your hands to the back of the mat, coming to stand in a standing figure four. Keep a flex in the left foot to protect the left knee. Balancing here with hands at heart center, start to hinge forward. Take a bend in the right knee, stopping when you feel a stretch down the left glute. And you might feel this in other areas, paying attention to the sensations in your body. Come up to standing and bring your left knee in towards your chest. And moving into tree pose, bring the sole of your left foot onto your right thigh. Come to balance with hands at heart center. Or you could extend your arms towards the sky. Bring your left knee forward and release to the mat. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Look forward and walk your hands out. Come into downward facing dog. Reach your right toes towards the sky. Bend your right knee and start to stack your right hip on top of your left. Bring your foot back to center. Keep your right leg lifted as you come into high plank. Squeeze your right knee towards your nose and then extend the leg. Squeeze your knee in towards your nose, engage the core. Bring your right ankle on top of your left thigh. Start to walk the hands back, coming into standing figure four. Keep your right foot flexed, protecting the knee. Start to hinge forward at the hip. Take a bend in the left knee, just until you feel a nice stretch into the right glute. Starting to stand up, bring your right knee in towards your chest, give it a squeeze. Bring the sole of your right foot onto your left thigh. Come into your tree pose. Keep pressing your right knee open. You can bring hands to heart center or extending the arms up overhead. Release hands down through heart center, and with control, release your right foot to the mat. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Heel toe your feet a couple inches further apart, and with your peace fingers, grab onto your big toes. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and then as you exhale, pull yourself towards your toes. Inhaling to lengthen, and exhale, pull yourself forward. And then release. Bring your right hand underneath your right foot and your left hand underneath your left foot. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Start to pull yourself forward. Slowly straightening out the legs if you can. And then release. Walking the hands forward, come into downward facing dog. Take a full deep breath in and release. On your next inhale, come forward and sit down, extending your left leg out in front. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Press your right hand right up against your body as you inhale, reach your left arm up, and as you exhale, twist over to the right. You can bring your left elbow to the outside of your right knee, or you can just grab onto the knee if that's not available to you. So we're twisting from the belly button. Keep length in the spine. Every inhale, lengthen. And when you exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Coming back through center, extend your right leg onto the mat, bend your left knee, and bring your left ankle to the outside of the right knee. Inhale, reach the right arm up, and exhale, twist over to the left. Keep pressing your left hand up against your body to keep your spine nice and long. Twisting from your belly button. Inhale to lengthen the spine, and exhale to twist a little bit deeper. And coming back through center, bend both your knees, step the feet as wide as the mat. Gently start to windshield wiper the knees back and forth. Coming to lay down all the way onto your back. Keep your knees bent. Bring the right ankle on top of the left thigh. And then start to bring your right foot all the way down to the floor, coming into a reclining twist. So this is a nice version of a figure four and a spinal twist. You can bring your gaze over the right fingertips if it's okay on the back of the neck. Slowly start to come back to center. Release your right foot to the mat and switch sides. Bring the left ankle on top of the right knee. And bring your left foot all the way down to the floor. You can turn your gaze over to the left fingertips if that's okay, on the back of the neck. Slowly coming all the way back to center. Bring the soles of the feet together and allow the knees to fall to either sides of the room. If you'd like to, bring one hand to your belly and your other hand to your heart. Closing the eyes. Allow the belly to soften, the breath to be smooth and steady. Releasing any tension you might be holding on to in the hips. Start to bring the knees together. We'll extend both the legs, moving into final Shavasana. Bring your palms to face up. Allow the toes to flop out to either side of the room. And if your eyes aren't already closed, I invite you to close them. Taking these next few moments to allow yourself to consciously relax. Allowing the body to feel heavy and supported by the earth. Allowing all the benefits of the practice to soak into the body, into the joints, into the mind. If the mind wanders, gently bringing it back. Noticing the movement of the breath. Whenever you feel ready, start to roll over onto your right side, pausing in the fetal position. And taking as much time as you need here. And at your own pace, make your way into a comfortable seated position. Bringing hands to heart center. Close the eyes. And I invite you to give thanks to yourself, to your body, for allowing you to practice today. And thank you for sharing your practice with me. Namaste.